Okay, hey fourth graders, it's Mrs. E here with a bunch of friends here in room 5, and we are going to make our corrections on our checkpoint. So, hey Jenica, I want you to sit over here so you're facing forward. My friends are here with me and want to say hello. Upside down hello. Now, friends, homework this week is very different. This is not ripped out of your Home Connections math book. It is very different. This is what we did last week in class. It is the fraction and decimal checkpoint. I graded them this weekend. So Isabella, I want to see this in front of you right now. I passed them out at the end of the day today. So you might have put it in your desk. You should have put it in your Hawthorne homework folder. And what your job for homework this week is to make corrections. So I want to show you an example. Thank you to my friend for letting me use hers as an example. This one I can see, if I look at the first one, we had to see that how much cake Julie ate, how much cake Charlotte ate, and it says how much did the girls eat together. So we had to add them up, and my friend has the correct answer here. That's why she sees a star. If I move on to the next one, I see some more stars. So does she have to do anything there? No, it's already done. Now if I go to part C, I see a circle here. And when there's a circle, that means something went wrong. And so sometimes you'll see me write a little thing like this says so close, so we got to figure out what went wrong. We're going to correct it, and then we're going to put a check in the circle like boom, I got it, done. I figured out what went wrong, and I got it fixed. So right now I want you to just look over your checkpoint, friends in the classroom and friends at home. Look over to your checkpoint, look for stars and circles, and we're going to correct it together in just a second. I think I saw you put it in your desk. I see it right there. That's what we're working on. We're checking our work. So friends, I already graded these this weekend, and so you're looking for your stars and circles right now. So here we go. Number 1 is all about the chocolate cake. Julie and Charlotte are so kind. They made Mom a chocolate cake for their birthday. I would love that. And they decided to cut the cake into 12ths. So I want everybody to write 12 12ths. This is our starting point. Precious, this is how much cake we started with. And now we're going to start eating the cake. So 12 12ths is how much we start with. That is one whole what? One whole pie? One whole pizza? Cake. One whole cake. Beautiful. 12 12ths. One whole cake. So let's look at the first one. We already said this. It says Julie ate 3 12ths. So I'm going to grab my highlighter that just kind of helps me find the numbers I need. And Charlotte ate 4 12ths. And it says how much did the girls eat all together? And by showing our work, we can just we know when we're adding, we see all together, we're adding. So we have 3 12ths plus 4 12ths. And how many 12ths is that? Julie ate 3 pieces, Charlotte ate 4 pieces. How many pieces is that, friends? 7. Yeah, it's 7 pieces, and we're calling those pieces 12ths right here. So we know the answer is 7 12ths. When the denominators match, we add the numerators, and my denominator stays the same. Yes, beautiful. Okay, so Precious, you're checking. If you got a star, you can put a little smile by your star, making sure you got it right. Let's look at this one. It says Mom ate 2 12ths. Mom didn't eat as much as the girls. Oh, neither did Dad. Dad ate 2 12ths. Right, this got a lot of people. It says write 2 different fraction names, 2 equivalent fraction names to describe how much cake the parents ate all together. So again, we're adding how much they ate, right? We have 2 12ths. Isabella, your paper's in front of you, your pen is in your hand, and you're making these corrections right now. Yeah, as we're going over it. So we have 2 12ths plus 2 more 12ths. So how many is that, Precious?
That's 4 12ths.
Exactly. Mom and Dad ate 4 12ths. Now, if you got 4 12ths, you got a star. But you might see something like this, equals blank, because this says write two different fraction names. So 4/12 is the answer, but I need to write another equivalent fraction. So I always like to see if I can simplify. Can I cut these numbers in half? 4/12, yes, you're right, Jenica. What's half of 4? 2. What's half of 12? 6. So Precious, look right here. 4/12 is the same as 2/6. Now, if you want, you can write it in lowest terms. You can simplify it all the way. You can cut them in half again. Half of 2 is 1, and half of 6 is 3, so that is 1/3. So you only had to do it 2 of those ways. I definitely want to see 4/12. Some people made those numbers bigger, like 40/120ths. They added those zeros. So Camila, you're making your corrections right now. Look for those circles, beautiful. And find where you made a mistake, and we're figuring out what went wrong. Okay, so now we have the grand finale. It says, after Julie, Charlotte, Mom, and Dad all ate their cake, the question is, how much is left over? So a lot of people got the grand total, but they didn't get the leftovers. I can see Jenica got it. She got that star. So let's add them all up. Julie ate 3/12, so I'm adding them all up. 3/12 plus 4/12 plus 2/12 plus 2/12. And we're going to add up how many 12ths that is all together. Add up your grand total. Put your numerator there. Okay, friends, sorry for that pause. We are back, and we have 7 plus 4 more, and you should have gotten 11/12. Now, that is not the answer, right? I see you're shaking your head no. That's the grand total. Jenica, how much is left?
1/12.
You got it, girl. The leftovers is 1/12. They ate almost the whole thing, but luckily, for some person, that's maybe the early bird gets the worm tomorrow. There's one piece of leftover cake. I mean, if it's Mom's birthday, I feel like Mom should get that leftover piece. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Okay, the last one about the cake. Say enough about the cake. I know. Okay, our last question says, how much more? Look at these words. What are we thinking? How much more? What operation is that? Do you guys know? Yes, you got it, girl. It is subtraction. How much more did Charlotte eat than Mom? We're looking at the difference between Charlotte was hungry. She's a growing girl. So Charlotte ate more than Mom. So let's find Charlotte's number. Charlotte ate 4/12. Mom ate 2/12. And we want to know how much more. So we can subtract. You could also show this with a picture. And how much more did Charlotte eat than Mom? What's 4 minus 2 is?
2/12.
That's it. 2/12 is how much more. Now, you would get 1 point if you had 2/12. But the directions say write 2 fraction names to describe how much more she ate. So she ate 2/12 more. I can also simplify. I can cut these in half. So 2/12 is the same as, does anyone know?
4/12.
No, it's 2/12. What's half of 2?
6/12.
Half of 2 is 1, and half of 12 is 6. So 2/12 is the same as 1/6. I could show this with a picture over here. Let me try and draw 12s. 12s are kind of hard to draw. So I'm going to cut it in half. Okay, and then I'm going to cut it. Can I do fourths? Yes. I'm going to cut it into fourths. I'm trying to make 12ths here. They are not easy. I need each fourth cut into 3. Okay, so now I can see this right here, that 2/12. There's 2/12. Oh, you know what I should do? I should show it on my egg carton model.
Oh, yeah.
This is already 12ths, you guys. So right here, we are doing our homework club, Mr. Matt. Thank you. You're great. So here, guys, look at my egg carton. That's the end of it. How many eggs do I have? Yeah, I've got 2 12ths. But if I split it into 6, I can see that 2 12ths is the same as... How many sections are full of eggs?
2.
No. How many little sections are full of eggs? Just 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 12ths, oh, that was fancy balancing. 2 12ths is the same as 1 6th. Okay, back to our egg carton model. Okay, we are done with the cake. Thank goodness. Okay, say on to the pizza. I'm going to just draw a little line here so my brain knows I'm switching from cakes to pizzas. Okay, Camila, grab your pencil. Yes. Did you get this one? Okay, so yes, Jenica, come up and help me. Now, Simon got 6/8 of pizza. And Ricardo got half a pizza. Now, I wish, excuse me, excuse me. I wish these questions were in opposite order. I like to draw my picture first. So I'm going to draw my 2 pizzas down here. Jenica's going to help fill them in for me. So Simon got 6/8 of a pizza. And so I got to make 8s. Now, to make 8s, Precious, if I cut it in half, and then I cut it in half again, now what do I have? 4ths. Beautiful. Now if I cut my 4ths in half, now I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got my 8s. So Jenica, will you shade in 6/8 for us on our pizza? So she's shading in 6/8. And then we're going to make Ricardo's pizza over there on the other side. Double checking. Beautiful work. Okay. Now, Ricardo got half a pizza. And we want to know who got more pizza. So let's color in half a pizza on this side. Can you do that for us, Jenica? Perfect. Beautiful. So I can see... Can we tell by the picture who got more pizza? Will you do the alligator mouth for us? We're going to fill this in. Precious and Camila, check your work. That's why we're doing this. Fill in the alligator mouth for us, Jenica. Bonus points for hungry alligator teeth. You add some teeth on there? Add some little teeth. There we go. Oh, yes. Beautiful. And, oh, and a hungry tongue. Who got more pizza, my friends? Simon or Ricardo?
Simon.
Simon.
He already has in half and he has 2.
Yeah, look at this. Here's half right here. And there's 2 bonus slices. I like how you noticed that. 4/8 is the same as 1/2. Okay. I want to see those teeth, my friends. Some people even did funny little eyes. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, everybody flip it over to the back. On the back, we have a geoboard. And it says if the entire area of the geoboard is 1 square unit, this is 1 hole, what fraction of the geoboard is shaded in? And I like to, I don't know, my brain just likes to be able to see my 1 hole is like the outside of these dots. So, any thoughts on this one? Okay, great. If you're all done, you can, that looks like there's...
I changed
Okay. Well, I'm going to keep going. You're welcome to keep working with us, or you can put it in the turn-in tray. So, I want to see which one of these, now, I know my geoboard is 16ths, and Isabella, none of these have 16 on the bottom. So what I did, does anyone have any ideas for this one? I have my real geoboard right here.
I think I have something.
And here's our picture. Let me show you this, guys. Here's the shaded in part is the red part right here. My crab is very excited about figuring this out. Now, check this out, Janessa. If I take this square right here and I move it up here, it's so much easier to be able to tell what we have. So if I go like this and I move this square here and I move this one up, now it's like my columns, my stripes. How many columns of squares? Girls, can you show me with your fingers? Like, how many columns of squares do I have? Yeah, what is it?
4.
It's 4. And how many are filled in red? Right here. How many columns?
1.
1. So it's 1 column out of
3.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1 out of 4. Do any of these fractions show 1 out of 4?
Yes.
Yes.
There it is.
Yes. I mean, yes.
There it is. So the correct answer is 1/4. Now I saw some people, this was pretty cool, some people showed how to divide it into these sections. So these L-shaped sections, and they went like this. So I could see that it was 1, 2, isn't that cool? 3, 4. I could hear your brain like seeing that. So 1/4 is shaded in.
It's like if you take that and then you flip it over.
Exactly, yeah. So we can see 1/4 this way, right? On our geo board, we just moved that 1 square up to the top. Or we can see it in this different shape right here. Okay, Jenica, will you do me a favor and go grab my base 10 blocks off the back table? We were working with them back there today. Okay, friends, we are almost done. You guys are getting really good at this. Camila, I want you to make sure you have these right. So where's your math paper? Okay, did you get these done? Oh, good. Okay, oh, these are fraction strips. Yeah, grab the yellow ones. So it says this grid represents 1. So again, this is our 1 whole mat. Whoops, I almost wrote. Wow, I was really thinking of something else there. 1 whole mat. So that is right here. Precious, this is my 1 whole, right? This was 100, but now we're thinking about it as 1 whole. So I can flip it over. And we want to know, this gray shaded part is definitely less than 1 whole. So anyone want to take a guess? What'd you get, Emily?
Oh, I got 310.
Yes, and then Maddie, can you do it as hundreds?
Mom, I got 300.
Yes, beautiful. So look at this, guys. Here are my 3/10. So these are my 3 strips, just like on the mat. Here I have 3 strips, and these strips are called tenths. But if I flip them over and count all the little squares, then we know, just like Maddie said, we have 30 hundredths.
Oh,
There we go. Who got both of those fractions? Janessa, double check.
I did.
Janessa,
I know the
double check that you got both of those fractions. Yes, Precious, give me the decimal for the tenths.
10. Okay.
How would I write it?
Wait,
0 point,
0 and 3.
0 and 3? Yeah, 0 and 3. What do we call them?
0.
Hold on. These are 3
10.
tenths.
And then for the 10, I mean, for like the 100, it's 0,
And
3 and 30.
30 hundredths. That's what we call them. And it's cool because these read the same way. This is 3/10, 3/10, 30 hundredths, 30 hundredths. It sounds the same when we read them. Okay, finally, my friends, we have some alligators at the end. A lot of people got tricked by these.
I did.
So don't get tricked. Look, this 7 right here, that's 7 what's?
That's 700.
It's 7, no, this 7.
Oh, 70.
This
Seven
is,
tenths.
yeah, 7/10. Good. 70 hundredths. This 7, this is only 7. Where's my little unit guy? So this side has 7 strips. This side only has 7 units. So the strips are much bigger. Jenica, will you do the alligator mouth for us? On A, which number is bigger? Is greater than? Is it 70 strips or 70 units?
Wait, where did Isabella
So they both are had a 0, and then if we look after the decimal, this one's a 7 and that one's a 0. So which one's more?
These are 10.
These are big ol' strips, right? That's 7 big ol' strips. This one's only 7 little units. So which one does the alligator want to eat? The strips or the units? Definitely strips. See how that's 70 of these little units. This one's only 7 units. Now that one I was hoping everyone would get, because look, a 3. That's 3 whole mats. It's like 3 of whatever the alligator wants to eat. I don't know. What does an alligator eat? Maybe an, okay. And then look, this one's 0, right? So that one, this one is much bigger. The 3.5 is much bigger because this is 3 whole mats plus a half mat more. This one's only 35 hundredths. Okay, my friends, that is your checkpoint. It was practice. This is practice for our Unit 3 test that we will be taking this week. So make sure you have made all your corrections. Put a little check mark in your circles to show me that you figured out what went wrong. And we will see you in class. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Do you want to say goodbye?
Yeah.
Okay. Say goodbye. Dance party. Dance party. Dance party. Okay. Goodbye, friends.